Pamela Basco is widely considered one of the world's most accomplished female light tackle anglers. Pam grew up in Houston, Texas, and spent summers at her family's house on Galveston Bay, where she was introduced to fishing, catching sea trout, red drum, flounder, and other inshore species from family boats and piers. As she grew older, the urge to venture further offshore pushed Pam to ride along on her family's Bertram Yacht, oftentimes on trips that were 150 miles one way into the Gulf of Mexico to reach the fishing grounds. After reading about other female anglers like IGFA Fishing Hall of Fame inductee Deborah Dunaway, traveling to exotic locations and setting world records, Pam began looking at the possibility of setting her own. It was the competitive nature of the sport that drew Pam into record fishing, the one-on-one battle between angler and fish. In the mid-1980s, Pam began to venture out of Texas to a variety of destinations, targeting new species of fish. Since that time, she has traveled around the world, targeting world record fish in top destinations, with some of the most prestigious captains and crews in the industry. In her lifetime, Pam has amassed 14 IGFA world records for a variety of offshore species. Pam has prided herself in changing the perspective of several tenured offshore captains and mates who, prior to her arrival on the boat, were opposed to the concept of light tackle angling. One of Pam's first world records came in July 1992, while fishing off Kona with Captain Kelly Everett aboard the Northern Lights. Pam was attempting to set the Pacific Blue Marlin record on 20-pound test, but ended up reeling in a 203-pound 8-ounce yellowfin tuna, which still stands as the IGFA women's 20-pound line class world record to this day. Perhaps the most challenging of her light tackle endeavors was the pursuit of the IGFA women's 6-pound line class world record for Pacific Blue Marlin. After many years of chasing this dream, and many failed attempts along the way, Pam eventually accomplished this goal by landing a 141-pound 8-ounce fish in November of 2006 off Kona, Hawaii. Although it was not a world record catch, one of Pam's fondest angling memories was catching a black marlin on the Great Barrier Reef to complete her IGFA Billfish Royal Slam. It was the largest fish of her life, weighing an estimated 850 pounds. To this day, the vision of catching that black marlin is embedded in her mind, and in her own words, "When I close my eyes, I can still see her." In addition to her impressive angling resume, Pam has been actively involved in several angling and conservation groups, including serving on the IGFA Board of Trustees. Pam also joined the International Women's Fishing Association, IWFA, in the mid-1980s, and served on the board in several positions, including president. For her service, Pam has been recognized with the K. Young Award, the Luntz Award, the IGFA Bob Herter Light Tackle Award, and was inducted into the IWFA Hall of Fame in 2019. Along with her involvement in these organizations, Pam became heavily involved in conservation through participation in numerous fisheries advisory committees. According to Pam, the more I fished, the more I realized I needed to do more. The network of available committees and the opportunity to get involved were there. It was also the opportunity to sit across from commercial anglers and lobbyists and show the strength and will of the recreational angling community. I loved being able to share information from those meetings with other clubs and organizations. When asked about her impact on the angling world, Pam said, "As an angler, we're charged with the task of giving back to our sport. Get involved in conservation organizations and volunteer your time to help make a difference in fisheries management that will protect our sport for future generations." My motto is catching fish should just be the reward for the time spent protecting them. For her considerable angling achievements and commitments to fisheries conservation, the IGFA welcomes Pamela Basco to the IGFA Fishing Hall of Fame.